Hello friends, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we are going to be taking a look at how to bypass SSL pinning on obfuscated apps that are using OKHttp 3 library for their certificate pinning. In most cases, if the app is not obfuscated and it is using a generic obfuscation, it can be bypassed using objection and Frida's universal SSL bypass script. But sometimes when the application is using obfuscation using ProGuard and it is using OKHttp 3 library for their SSL pinning, it becomes a bit hard for objection to bypass their SSL pinning. So in this over here, I am just going to be using this application. There is the normal version of that APK, and then there is the obfuscated version. So we will try to see if we are able to bypass SSL pinning using objection on the normal non-obfuscated APK or any application, or and after that we are also going to be using objection in order to bypass SSL pinning on an obfuscated APK. So for this testing, I am using Nox Player as my emulator, and I will be using burp proxy for intercepting the request in order to see if SSL pinning has been disabled or not. So just give it some time, and in the meanwhile, we are going to be installing these APKs onto our emulator. So if you are using Nox, you will need to connect with the ADB server on the emulator in order to run ADB commands. So you can type the following command in your terminal in order to connect to Nox ADB server. And once that's done, we are going to install the normal non-obfuscated APK on our emulator and hit enter and just continue start. And our APK has been installed. So let's just see. You can see over here, here is the APK. Let's open it. So the UI is quite simple. You just have to click on go and it will show you how your SSL binning status is. As you can see over here, I am getting some errors. So for most probably uh, my settings, my proxy settings should be enabled. Just let's verify in the settings app. So as you can see over here, my proxy server is already added. So just click on that, and on the work side of things, what you need to do is go to options in proxy and click on edit and just select all interfaces and click OK. But this will do it, it will allow you to get intercept traffic from other hosts within your network. So once that's done, just go to dashboard. Over here we will see any errors. So now as our proxy server is up, we should be able to see SSL error over here from our application. So as you can see over here, we are getting TLS failed. Now the thing is, if the application is not obfuscated, it will also uh, let you intercept the traffic if you install the burp certificate as root certificate. So in my emulator, I have already done that. So as soon as I enable the proxy, it took care of SSL pinning over here. And as you can see over here, we successfully bypassed the security policy that is the default system Android system SSL pinning, and due to the certificate being installed as root and the default OKHttp library implementation, but the certificate pinning that is enabled using OKHttp was not bypassed. So to bypass this, let's use objection, and once we do that, we will get OK over here as well. So just in your terminal, first we need to run the Frida server on our Android emulator. So just let me do that. And now Frida server is running. So just to double check if a Frida is running, what you can do is type frida-ps/uai and hit enter, or it will go ahead and list all the installed application on your emulator. So this is the package name that we are going to be using for bypassing the SSL pinning. So to run objection, just type first you need to install objection using pip. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, you can go ahead and watch that. I have covered how to install objection over there. Just type pip install objection, and it is going to install objection on your system. And after that, type objection dash gadget and the package name, and at the end explode, and hit enter, and it is going to reload our application and spawn a new session for that. And in objection, just type Android SSL pinning disable and hit enter. And as you can see over here, it has identified that we are using OK3 HTTP certificate pinner, and this is also the current trust manager has also been hooked using objection. And now let's go to the app, and if we go click on go, we will see that it is bypassing all the SSL pinning implementation now, and also you can also see the logs in your objection terminal. So now let's try to see if objection will be able to bypass the OKHttp pinning on an obfuscated APK. So for that, let's just go back and uninstall our application, and now we are going to install the obfuscated version on our emulator. So just exit from here and add install obfuscated and hit enter, and now it is going to install the obfuscated version of that test application. I will be sharing the link for the APK and the Frida hooks that we will be writing in order to bypass SSL pinning on an obfuscated version. So you can also try this on your own systems. So let's just go open our app and let's try to bypass this using objection. So hit enter, and it is going to open the application, and now Android SSL pinning disabled, and hit enter. And as you can see over here, it is not listing the OKHttp classes that it previously listed. It is just looking for the default SSL certificate implementation, SSL pinning certificate checks that are implemented using Trust Manager, and it is bypassing those. As you can see over here, that it has detected and bypassed those checks, but the OKHTP 3 SSL pinning is still giving us error. Just click on go just once again, and as you can see over here, the first two were bypassed, but the third one is showing an error. So how we can bypass this is we can we can grab the smally code of this application and just look for specific strings that are for writing the certificate pinning class, and we can grep out those strings in order to find the exact function where the SSL pinning uh, implementation is being called from. So in order to do that, what we need to do is just exit from here, and as you can see over here, here is the obfuscated application. So you need in order to do that, you need to have APK tools installed on your system. So just type APK tools and D for decrypting and type obfuscated.apk and hit enter, and this is going to convert decrypt our application and go ahead and give us the smally code. And once we have that, what we need to do is we need to grep out some strings from the terminal from the code of this application. So just type grep dash ri for the recursive search, and we are going to be looking for this string, and this is just a function representation for looking for the OKHttp SSL certificate builder class, and this looks for the add method and gives you the classes that you might be looking for in order to bypass the SSL pinning. So the decrypted code is in the obfuscated directory. So we are going to specify the directory we are looking this string in. So just hit enter, and it is going to go ahead and look for the smally code of the application and print out wherever it finds this string within our code. And as you can see over here, this string was found in SSL pinning main activity dot smally code, and also in the OKHttp 3 library. So what we are looking for in here is this string. This is the class name that OKHttp library is using. So we need to get that, and we will use this in our Frida script in order to bypass the SSL pinning. So let's look at our Frida hook. So in this hook.js, what we are doing is we are using perform, but this does is it is going to open the application and perform the following run the following function after hooking the application using Frida, and we are just specifying a variable pinner, which is where we are storing the class name that we are going to be overriding. As you can see, we are using the same class that was shown in the grep output from the previous command over here. As you can see, OKHttp 3, and this is the obfuscated class name over here, or function name, and we are hooking that, and after that we are overriding the same function. And as you can see over here, there are two parameters that two arguments that this function takes. Same can be seen over here. This is the first argument and this is the second argument in the smally code. So we need to replicate the same function over here, and after that we are going to implement the new function that we are going to return the value for. So after that, what we are doing is we are just consoling logging the information for showing us the message of SSL pinning is disabled for A. So what A is that A will be any domain that is being used for SSL pinning within that application. So it is going to also display that out, and it is going to return true So that means this check will always return true within that application. So let's just try to run this hook and see if it bypasses our SSL pinning, which we were not able to bypass using objection. So go to your terminal, and first we need to find the package name. So just type frida ps-uai and just go ahead and copy the package name. And after that, what we need to do is write frida -u -f to dash u is used to specify that we are doing this over USB connection, and dash f is for specifying the package name, and we are going to be loading the local script. So over here we are specifying hook2.js, and no pause means that the application will continue running after this hook is injected within the application. So just hit enter and go back to your nodes, and as you can see over here, we are getting the uh, console.log message that we entered over here within our function, and it is showing that disabling SSL pinning for the following host. And within the application you can also see that now pinned OKHttp is also returning OK. That means the SSL pinning was bypassed successfully over here as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something new. If you didn't already knew this, and if you have had any question related this or any general query related to mobile pen test, do comment down below and we will try to help you as much as we can. And thanks for watching, and do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And thanks for watching.